Now, I'm going to take a step back to something you said a little bit earlier about geared lifting. And some people who don't know about this is, probably sounds crazy. You said like you have to have, sometimes you'll have a 3-hour squat workout. And that is like, most people are like, I spend like 40 minutes in the gym, man. Come on. Like,
Yeah.
I got kids and a job. And what's the deal with why do you spend so much time in the gym when you're doing equipped style training?
Usually when you're training equipped, you're with a crew, and I'm not, don't quote me on 3 hours. I'm sure like I've wrapped it up in about an hour and a half, sometimes with about 4 or 5 girls. Like when I lived in Cincinnati for a few months, and I was training with a very good crew. We were all on top of like everything, the rotation, the weights, because again, if we're on the monolift can go up and down. So everybody can work in on the same piece of equipment.
Hmm.
So with that said, anyway, you can rotate quick. It's just up to the group. And sometimes the group just starts to talk, and then it ends up being 3 hours. And that's honestly a part of it. But it does take a while. Like if you're working up to like your opener, let's say for a competition, which is your first attempt, you're going to be basically putting on your briefs and then putting on your suit and then working up to a single and then wrapping your knees. So that just takes time, and that's just a part of it. And like I said, it's not for everybody, but it's fun if you like it and you have the time.
Right. So it's mainly because of the fact that you just have all the extra gear that you have to use. And then also because of the fact that since you are lifting like these super maximal weights, you need like more recovery time between sets too. Would you say that's
Yeah,
accurate?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Now, how long does like an average, because I know it certainly depends on the day, but for you, like how long does like an average workout take?
On Sundays, I train with 3 other people, and we show up at 9 and we leave at 12.
So like about 3 hours on a Sunday.
About 3 hours to get everything in, including accessories.
And how many lifts is that? And how many accessories are we talking?
We're talking, if I'm working up, like, let's say I'm working up to like an opener, so full gear, I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 attempts to get to my opener ish with
Mhm.
wraps. Excuse me. And then my accessories or whatever's left over after that. So
Gotcha.
I'll make it work.
So what would be an example of like of a day? Like you said, you do like your 7 or 8 attempts and you get to like your opener number, and then what would you do after that? Would you do
So
do you do
usually,
back off sets or no?
no, there's no. So yeah, because you maxed out your central nervous system so bad, like usually I'll have I'm trying to encourage people to do multiply, but also like I'll tell you like the parts that I think are cool about it, but not a lot of people do. You get a lot of like you you blow out a lot of blood vessels, and it's just very tiring. Like you get so much pressure up in your head from all the squats, especially if you're full gear. You can't see anything inside the, like in the hole. When you get down to the bottom, there's so much pressure in your head from your body basically being squeezed like a sausage in the suit and the wraps, and you're in so much pain you just want it to be over. And then you do the rep, and then you open your eyes and you're like, oh my god, I just did that. That was so cool. That was like way more weight than I ever have done before. So that feeling of it is awesome, but it is tiring. And
So it's
so,
like it's almost like an out of body experience to do like a really really heavy squat.
dude, if you get out of the hole and people are like, yeah, you got it, that was a good lift, it's like magic. It's so awesome. It's the best feeling in the world.